The Chicago Bears just found themselves in the middle of an NFL investigation. What's up? This is Sean. This is Sports Talk Bears. Hey, we've got a really thriving community here. Join us if you would. Hit the subscribe button. And also, let's spend a video not talking about the Justin Fields trade. Are you with me? Let's just have some fun with the diversion as we heal. Now, they aren't in trouble, but the Bears could hugely benefit from the start of a tampering investigation involving two familiar faces, and it could greatly improve our lot in the upcoming NFL draft. So let's get after it. We have an ex-Bears coach, Lovie Smith, right? He gave us a number one pick this year by going for the win needlessly while coaching the Texans. Thank you, Lovie. Love you. Now, is former GM Ryan Pace, is he giving us a gift as well? So here's my question for you. What do Ryan Pace, Darnell Mooney, and Kirk Cousins have in common? No, they're not walking into a bar. Sounds like the setup for a joke, right? All three of these guys are involved in a new NFL tampering investigation involving the Atlanta Falcons. We might be moving from the 9th pick overall to the Falcons number 8. If everything falls into place and this happens, that's pretty huge. Let's walk through this and have a little fun. I'm ready for a diversion here. So, hey, join me. There's an NFL tampering investigation underway and it's picking up steam. I'm kind of surprised it isn't getting more airplay. Kirk Cousins, he recently joined the Falcons. In his introductory press conference, he essentially acknowledged tampering by revealing his contact with members of the training staff and players of the team. And it was prior to Wednesday's official start of free agency. And it's explained in a recent tweet by Mike Florio. I'm going to put up this Bleacher Nation story about this. Even the picture's funny. Great source. Check out the whole story. So it's explained by a recent tweet by Mark Florio of Pro Football Talk, and much of it comes straight from the mouth of Kirk Cousins. So here we go here. And I quote, most teams, however, they'd be smart enough to not leave such clear digital footprints, except for the Falcons, apparently. The Falcons seem to have engaged in blatant tampering with former Vikings quarterback Kirk Cousins, recklessly, with potentially little effort made to cover their tracks. The best evidence comes from Cousins himself. He admitted during his introductory press conference, without even being prompted, that he spoke to the team's head athletic trainer on Tuesday. This is before the league year officially began on Wednesday, of course. Cousins, he also spontaneously admitted that he spoke with Falcons director of player personnel, Ryan Pace. As Bear fans, we know him well. While no specific time was applied to that conversation, the Cousins press conference that happened just a few hours after the start of the new league year, which also marks the point at which conversations between the Falcons and Cousins could commence. This situation has another wrinkle as well. The Falcons might have tampered so extensively with Cousins that Cousins became the conduit for tampering with former Bears Darnell Mooney. This is crazy. He sat in his introductory press conference. At one point, he said during the team's negotiations with Mooney, Cousins offered to call Mooney directly to make the pitch. This shows that the Falcons had jumped over the line with Cousins so far that Cousins was essentially operating as an extension of the team. It also shows that Cousins was recruiting Mooney at the behest of or with the permission of the team. That's a separate violation. It looks like the Falcons tampering is so bad, so blatant, that Cousins was used to tamper with Darnell Mooney as well. Guys, I cannot make this up. This is classic. The NFL is currently investigating the matter, as I said, but this raises a lot of questions about what penalties might be in store for this if it's in fact proven to have happened. PFT's Mike Florio, he supports that the Falcons may be looking at losing a first-round pick. And to quote Florio, one executive with a team not attached to the situation suggested that if Cousins actually met with the Falcons head athletic trainer, the Falcons, they should lose a first-round draft pick. And this is a precedent. There is a precedent for this happening. That was the loss of 2022 first-rounder by the Dolphins for tampering with Tom Brady. Do you remember that? More on that in a sec. But to just be super clear, here's the actual policy that details the punishment that can be made by the league for tampering. And this is directly what the rule is. Any violation of this anti-tampering policy, it will subject the involved club and or person to severe disciplinary action by the commissioner. In such cases, in addition to all other penalties provided in the Constitution and bylaws, and here's the important part, the commissioner may award or transfer a selection choice or choices and or deprive the offending club of a selection choice or choices, or may fine the offending club, or may fine or suspend with or without pay any involved individuals. The league office will promulgate to all clubs the details of any penalties imposed for tampering. So let's go to the precedent that the Dolphins set, because this is something real that we can rely on. This isn't a possibility. This is what happened. Remember when Brady was angling to join the Dolphins? When Miami was trying to actually join up Sean Payton and Brady and take him to South Beach, right? The NFL found evidence of Miami tampering, and that's communicating with Tom Brady during the offseason in 2022. And they were also engaging in illegal communication with Sean Payton. Then he was the coach of the New Orleans Saints. That's two violations at once. And look at what the Falcons are doing. The result, they lost their first rounder in 2023 and a third in 2024. The team owner, he was given a suspension. He was removed from league committees. He was fined $500,000 plus. He couldn't go to league meetings in 2022. The NFL, they are not playing when it comes to tampering, and the investigation is fully underway. But the question is, will the NFL punish this? Will it get swept under the rug? This move by the Falcons, and it's so funny that Ryan Pace is in the middle of this. This could be the most egregious case of tampering yet. Although it's far from guaranteed to happen, the Bears, they could stand to benefit with moving up one spot in the draft, and that could make a huge difference, right? When trading the pick for more assets, when if you're looking to be able to get the player that's next on your board that you have circled that would otherwise be out of reach, man, moving from 9 to 8 could make all the difference in the world. So let's keep tabs on this. Hopefully more news sources will publicize this so it doesn't get swept under the rug. I hope news sources grab this and run with it. It's already appearing on like Bleacher Nation, ESPN, Yahoo, all the major outlets have picked it up over the last 3 or 4 days. And yeah, I'm for it. Any little edge that we can get, I'm all for. And you guys, thanks for sticking with me. Thanks for fighting through the Justin Fields fatigue. I know I was so solidly Team Fields. I didn't think in a million years that they would trade him, but man, it happened. We got our period of mourning. Now we can move on to more fun and more productive things. And I really appreciate you guys being here. So bear down. Thank you for always being here. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you more than you know. And hey, we'll get to it. The draft is just a month away. See ya.